Geek Java tutorials. In this video tutorial, we will learn one of the very important Linux command is called cat, right? Cat command basically used in various scenario. Let's say you have some text file and you want to basically display content of the text file uh, on the CLI or command line interface, then you can use cat command. Apart from that, let's say if you have a various text file, more than one text file, and you want to see the combined output on the CLI or command line interface, then in that case also you can use cat command. And finally, we will also create a file using cat command. So all these use cases I am going to show you in this video tutorial. Yeah. So first of all, I am going to press Ctrl Alt T to open the terminal, and here you can see terminal has opened. Yeah, let me increase the size of this command prompt. Yeah, so let's start with the basically very first command. Just I am writing the cat and pressing enter. Then here you can see cursor is blinking. Here I am writing hello, then pressing enter. Then I'm putting hi all, then it is. So basically when you write simply cat but you do not provide any option after the cat, then whatever you type and you press enter, that will echo means whatever you type that will give the output on the console, right? And that's the basically. So this is cat is not only limited to the echoing something, but there are many uh, basically use cases for this. So now come out from this, you have to press Ctrl D and you will come out. Now let's move ahead. Now first of all, I will show you how to display content of any text file using cat. So currently if I do pwd means present working directory, then this is showing I'm in my basically home directory, right? Let's see what are the files and directories are available in my home directory. So here you can see there are some files available. We can basically display content of this text file on this console itself or terminal itself. So I'm going to write cat, and then I would like to see what are the content of this file, test2.txt. So I'll write test2.txt, and if I press enter, then this is the content of this file, right? So here just you have to write the cat and then file name. You press enter, then uh, content of that text file will be displayed on the CLI or terminal. Yeah. Now let's move ahead. Let's say I would like to display the content of more than one text file. Then how we can do that? So of course you can use cat command for that. So let me clean the terminal, and here now if I do ls, then here you see I have various text files. So here I am going to combine output of these two files, test2.txt and test3.txt. So I write cat, and then after I am going to write test2.txt, and then after you have to give this space, then test3.txt. In that manner you can specify as many file as you want, right? So here just I am going to combine output of two text file. If I press enter, then here you can see this is the output of basically two files, right? This is the output of two file 2 and 3. So if I go to my home directory, and here I could show you. So here file, this is file 2, content of this directory is this one, and content of file 3 is you can see. So here there is a lot of space, right? And same is showing on the command line or terminal. Here you can see. So first of all this is the output of basically test2.txt, and this is the output of test3.txt. So after that there is a lot of space, and after that this is line 4 is coming, right? So that way you can combine the output of more than one file. So here just I have basically combined content of two file, and same is displayed on the terminal, but you can give the more than two files as well, right? So now let me clear the terminal so that I can show you some more use cases, right? So if I do ls, then here I have test1 txt. So here I'm going to show you some more options. So here I'm going to write cat, and then I'm going to write dash b, and then file name I'm going to write test1.txt. And here you can see what is happening basically. So if you look into the test1 txt, let me open it manually, test1.txt. So here you can see this is the content of this file. So if you look into the output which is coming on the console or terminal, so what basically happens, this flag -b basically just adding the line number, right? But when you have blank line number, this is not going to basically specify any number, right? So that's the basically use of -b. I hope you understood. Now another option, let's say if you want to number the blank line as well, then you have an option cat -n, then file name, that is test1.txt. In that case, this is going to number even blank line as well, right? So if you want to number blank line as well, then you can use -n flag. Yeah. Now let's move ahead. Now next thing I'm going to show you, uh, before showing the basically demo on next cat command, let me show you the content of this file, that is test3.txt. here you can see I have written line, so 3 lines without any space, but after that we have a huge space, right? And after that we have this is line 4. So let's say if you want to remove all these lines with single line or single blank space, then we have a command. Let me show you that command. So here I'm going to show you like cat hyphen a small ac you have to give, and then file name I'm going to write test3.txt. and if I press enter, then here you can see after this line there was a huge gap, but now there is only one blank space is coming. So when you specify the -s or -s, then it will basically squeeze a single space between the line, right? You have a multiple space, but you want to squeeze into a single space, then this flag basically we use. Yeah. Now let me clear the terminal. Now next thing we are going to use, I'm going to write cat, and I'm going to specify minus capital E flag. I will write test1.txt. Now if I press enter, then here you can see what changes you found. Basically this will add dollar in at the end of every line, right? In that way you can basically in that way basically you can see where any line basically ends, right? So when you want to add dollar sign in the end of the every line, then you can use this flag. But this is not going to basically modify the content of the file. If I look into the content of file like test1.txt, so this is just basically adding dollar on the basically your terminal, but content of the file is not going to change. Here you can see this is the original content, but in terminal if you want to add dollar sign in end of the every line, then this flag dash e flag you can add. So there are some of the lines are blank, still this is going to add dollar in every lines, right? So now let me clear the terminal again. Sorry. Now as I said in beginning itself, using cat command even you can create the file as well. So you have to write the cat, and then you have to write the greater than sign, and whatever file I am going to create, that will be created in the home directory, and this is the my home directory. Let's say I am going to create a file is called test100.txt, right? So you have to write cat greater than test100.txt. If you press enter, then after that here you can see cursor is blinking. So here you can add some content into the file. So I am going to add hello world, right? You can add a lot of content, right? Like welcome to KK Java tutorials, right? And to come out from this basically from this uh, uh, come out from this file, you have to press Ctrl D, right? So here I am going to press Ctrl D, and here you can see I came out from this file, right? You can see file test100.txt has been created. If I open this file, then you could see the content of this file. So whatever I had typed on the terminal, and after that when I press Ctrl D, so Ctrl D is nothing but the uh, to save and exit from that file, right? And here you can see the content, right? So using cat command, even you can create a file as well. So guys, that's all I wanted to show you about cat command in Linux. I hope you understood whatever we discuss in this video tutorial. Guys, big thank you for watching this video, and see you there in the next video tutorial.